So, after Uncle Henry died, Josh took off, and Aunt Elizabeth was left to run the farm on her own. Mom went to find a hired hand, but her son should be helping.
So you want him to go home?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not too late already.
Well, I think we should just drop the whole subject. Hello? Oh, yes. Hello, Mrs. Walsh. Yes, Lily's here. Lily, it's your mama. Now full of cookies.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Mom. How's married life? How you doing? I'm doing good.
It's just one lie after another.
You didn't say anything that wasn't
but
true.
I didn't tell her the truth either.
Yeah.
One of these days, the truth is just going to explode all over the place, and she is going to be blown
I will never
away
let anything hurt her.
How are you going to stop it?
I don't know. Okay, now be quiet. She's going to hear you. Now stop it.
You're coming home tomorrow? Oh, that's great, Mom. Well, I know you two. You want to be alone, right? So, can I spend the rest of my spring break out at the farm?
Sierra, there's not an answer at Betsy's right now, so...
Okay, don't worry, Dusty. Don't worry. I think it's going away.
Okay, I think that we should go to the hospital right now.
Yeah, maybe we should, just to make sure. Do you mind driving me?
No, I'll definitely drive it. My car's out front. Tell me where your coat is and
No, I'll get it. I'll get it, really. It does feel better when I walk. No, I'll get it. I'm fine. Oh, Dusty, I'm sorry. I've scared you so badly. I'm sure that I've just got indigestion or I slept wrong or something, really.
Well, okay, fine.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go get some clothes to take with me, all right?
Right, okay, I'll call Tonio.
No, oh, wait, no, don't call Tonio. Not until we know what it is.
Right.
Okay?
Okay,
I'm fine, really, don't worry.
Okay, just get...
Hello?
Craig, I gotta take Sierra to the hospital right now.
What's wrong?
She's having some pains.
Labor pains?
Well, we're not sure if they're labor pains or not, but I don't want to take any chances, okay? So I called Betsy, and there's no answer there, and it's the wrong idea to call Tony,
All right, listen to me. The important thing is to get her to the hospital. Now, I'm going to call Dr. Samuels and have her meet you in the emergency room.
Okay, right.
Now, you take care of her, Dusty. I'm on my way.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Craig.
Sierra?
Damn it.
No, earlier, at the hospital. And I saw you, and then you just looked away from me, and I said, oh, I just lost the only friend I had.
Didn't you have any friends in Kansas?
No, no.
Well, this friend isn't easy to lose, trust me.
As long as you trust me.
It's a deal. And you know, I bet if you give it half a chance, you could find another couple of people who could learn to trust you, too.
Well, I don't know about that. But as long as you believe in me, I can take on anything they dish out.
Well, I better get going. It's getting late.
Yeah, oh, where's your little girl?
She's spending the night at her grandmother's, being spoiled as usual.
Must be spooky going into that big house all alone. I'll ride home with you.
Oh, I'm not afraid of the dark.
No, the real reason is I'm looking for an excuse to talk to you a little more.
Oh, that's interesting, seeing as though you barely talked at all when I first knew you.
Well, I was just a little out of practice, I guess. There's no one to talk to. But you know, when you spend so much time alone, you think that that's what life's about.
You know, I don't think I was ever lonely a day in my life until Steve left for Greece.
Some families are really, really close like that. Must be nice.
Yeah, this is strange, you know, you and me, we both have very different experiences growing up, and yet here we are, in the same boat. Being lonely is no fun.
No. So, why don't we not be lonely for 10 more minutes? And I'll go home with you, and then I'll just walk back. It's a nice evening for a walk anyway.
Yeah, all right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
I'm not disappointed in you. I love you, but that doesn't mean we're always going to agree on everything. You're the most important person in my life, too. I love you. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.
Why can't things be simple? Oh, well, life wouldn't be nearly as exciting if they were. Nothing like a good challenge to bring out the best in people. What's the
Thanks. Yeah, well, you and Dad bring out the best in each other. You make it look easy.
It's all done with mirrors. Oh, honey, we've had our disagreements along the way and plenty of adjustments to make, but we've just had longer to work at it.
Oh, I'm willing to work at it. I just want Seth to meet me halfway.
Has it ever occurred to you that you might be a step ahead of him? I mean, you really have experienced so much more of life than Seth has. All the things that you went through with Douglas, it really matured you. It made you more aware of life and people's needs. And...
Well, it's important to me that people get a fair shake, that they get a chance to start over. I mean, that's what my clinic in Texas is about. It's certainly why I want to be a child psychologist.
Well, and your father and I are so proud of the direction that your life is taking. I mean, it's a beautiful demonstration of your growth. But, I mean, that's the point, is that Seth deserves a fair shake, too. You ought to let him experience some of these things, too.
Well, I guess I'm afraid that he'll find out too late.
Too late for what?
Oh, no, maybe I'm overreacting. It's just that I keep thinking about Douglas.
Douglas? Oh, honey, there's no comparison.
No, I'm not saying that there is. It's just that I can't ignore what Seth Sanker does to him, how destructive it is. But on the other hand, it's not fair to fall in love with somebody and then expect to change them. I mean, it's all so complicated.
Well, I was just having a very interesting conversation with Christopher on that very subject. He's thrilled to be going back to merry old England. He's even cooing with a Cockney accent now. Sure you won't change your mind and go with us?
Oh, no, I have very big plans for spring break. I'm going to read and sleep late, watch the lilacs bloom.
Wonderful.
In the middle of all that lovely activity, how about keeping an eye out for Andy?
I thought he was staying with John and Lucinda.
Well, yeah, he's going over there when they come back tomorrow. But, you know, he's getting his braces put on. He says he's all right, but I think he's dreading it.
Yeah.
And he sure could use all the empathy he can get.
Yeah, I talked to him last night. So you all packed, ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Well, make sure you give my love to Aunt Penny and Uncle Anton and Amy, huh?
What about your sister, Sabrina?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I almost forgot. Seth asked to send her his love and to tell her that he missed her and to hurry home. So, don't forget to bring her back, okay?
Wow, look at those. Those are great.
Oh, thank you very much. After these all finished for next week when my showroom finally opens.
Yeah.
And then your mother's going to be one busy designer.
One busy, famous, rich designer.
I like the sound of that, I do. And if everything goes according to plan, you will inherit quite a little empire someday.
Come on. What do I know about fashion design?
Oh, Paul, come on. It's just a business, just like any other business. And I think you have the makings of a real mogul.
Like my dad?
Paul, there's no question that your father's a brilliant businessman. I'm sure you've inherited some of that talent, but I hope and pray that you don't misuse that talent like your father has. Instead of being a respected, successful businessman, he's a wanted criminal, a fugitive from law. Would you get that for me, please? Paul, probably Andy. Come on. Paul, hello? Hello? Who's there?
At the door.
Thank you. Please, answer this. Who is there?
Hello.
Hey, squirt model, you burning the midnight oil?
No, I got a spring vacation.
Ah, vacation. Ah, yes, I had a vacation once, I think. Boy, I'm glad I wasn't on the other end of that phone.
Well, I wish someone was on the other end of that phone. That's the second phone call I've had like this tonight. I hope you have some good news for me.
No, sorry to disappoint you. I was just on my way home, and I decided to stop in and say goodnight.
Oh, why should that disappoint me, huh? Paul, aren't you ready for bed? Hmm?
Bedtime. When I'm a mogul, I'm not going to have a bedtime.
When you're a mogul, you'll want to sleep anytime you can. Now, go on, and brush your teeth. Got it, mogul?
Does Lee Iacocca brush his teeth?
Lee Iacocca?
With steel wool. Good night, kid.
Good night.
Honey.
Hi. I couldn't help noticing your reaction when I said that those phone calls had been coming in. You think it's James, don't you?
Don't say anything to Paul, okay?
How could I not say anything to Paul? Hal? What am I supposed to do? I can't be here every second of the day, and I know sooner or later James is going to contact him.
I hope he does, because we'll be ready for him. I want your permission to put a tap on the phone tomorrow while Paul's away. The next time Stenbeck calls, we'll be listening in.
You wouldn't really hurt your cousin Josh.
I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
I'm sorry. I've just never heard you talk like that before.
I lost my temper. Okay? It's not worth getting upset about.
I can't help it. I hate violence.
Okay. I could think of a lot of other things to do besides fight. And I'm for all of them.
This is serious, Holden. I can't stand other people hurting each other and threatening people. It frightens me. It really does. I remember walking downstairs, seeing my father lying there on the floor. I still remember it.
I'm sorry.
Everything seems to go right back to that day. I think most of my problems started right then, right there.
No, you're never going to have to worry about problems again.
Who says?
Me. Remember how I helped you get over that fear of the wind? And you're not afraid to be alone anymore, are you? So I can teach you how to get over all these other fears, too. I don't care how long it takes. I'll be there for you all the time. I promise.
Oh, I love it when you talk like that. I really do.
Tonight, if you wake up and you're scared, just remember that I'm right on the other side of that wall.
That's right.
And all you have to do is tap on that wall, and I'll come in.
Well, if I do, that could cause a lot more problems, you know.
Yeah. Could cause a lot of problems.
Lily? Lily?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. You want some cocoa?
Sure, I was going to say goodnight. You weren't in your room.
Oh, here. You know, my mom called before. She was so happy. It was great. I mean, I think the woman would have agreed to anything at that point. It must have been some honeymoon.
They are coming home tomorrow?
Yeah. And guess what? My mom said that she's going to teach John how to ride. Can you believe that? I've got to see that. All of us getting up in the morning, going riding together. I hope we don't have to hire a new stableman.
Why would you have to do that?
Well, last time I was down at the stables, Rod said something about moving on somewhere. Hope we don't have to replace him. I mean, we're never going to find somebody as good as he is. I like him. I do. I feel very comfortable with him. Sometimes that just happens with people. You know? Like you and I, Iva, right? I mean, we hit it off right away. It was like we knew each other before somehow or something.
Hold it. I think you're safe.
Thank you.
Hi.
I feel so much better.
Good.
Do you want something? A glass of wine, maybe?
Oh, no, you don't have to do that. Listen, maybe I better take off. I mean, I did invite myself over here.
Well, yes, you did. So why don't you stay?
You know, if I were your husband, I'd think I had a lot of nerve hanging around here.
Well, yeah, you're right. Steve's first reaction probably would be jealousy. Until he got to know you. He has a hard time trusting people. Especially men. And I guess he's made some bad judgments along the way that haven't made any of it easier. I really hope he's making some friends in Greece.
What if one of those new friends that he's making is female?
I know that he loves me. And I trust him when it comes to our marriage, completely. And I don't think he'd do anything to jeopardize that any more than I would. What?
Oh, you're amazing.
How am I amazing? But just sit down, please.
I mean, I tell you the worst things that I've ever done in my life before today, and now we're sitting here all alone like this. I mean, and you're so comfortable, and I'm so comfortable. Like there's no difference between us.
No, that's not true. There is something different, very different. Look, you took a chance. A big chance, because you wanted to be honest with me. And that means a lot. But I gotta say that I really hate what might have happened with Iva. As a woman, I hate it. But I do believe you when you say that you hate what you did and that you'd do anything you could to make up for it. Everybody does make mistakes.
Not mistakes that ruin other people's lives like mine did.
Sometimes they do. No, Danny's okay. Hello?
Betsy, where the hell you been?
What's wrong?
Don't panic. I'm at the emergency room.
Oh my God, have you been in an accident?
No, not me. It's Sierra.
The baby?
She's in with Dr. Samuels now. She was experiencing some pain.
I'll be right over.
Now, hold on. We don't know what's happening yet.
Craig, I'm not going to wait to find out. Look, Rod is here and he can take me over there right now.
Betsy, what?
Does she need me to drive her?
No. The cowboy's going to bring her over.
Craig, why do you have a problem with Rod? I think Rod is a great guy. I speak to him all the time.
Great.
Really likes him very much. I should call Lily.
No, wait a minute. Just hang on till we know a little bit more, okay?
Right, okay. No reason to worry. We'll get some news. Why isn't Dr. Samuels coming out? She's got to have some news. It's been a long time, Craig.
Dusty.
What?
Did Sierra ask that you call me?
Well, I mean, she wasn't her idea to begin with. I said I'd call you, and she thought it was a great idea. You'd be here, and you'd be supporting her. I mean...
Okay, thanks. Doctor, is Sierra all right?
Yes, she's doing just fine.
What about the baby?
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Duncan Hines Bakery-Style Muffins in 3 new irresistible flavors. And by Ivory Liquid. Your hands can feel soft, smooth, doing dishes the Ivory way. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
The baby is fine, too.
Oh, man. What were those pains then?
Just normal pressure pains. They're not unusual during advanced stages of pregnancy. Now that Sierra knows what they are, she won't be so concerned the next time.
I thought she was going to have the baby right there. I didn't know how...
Well, it should be any day now.
Look, can I go see her now?
She's dressing. She'll be out in a few minutes.
I'm sorry I dragged you down here. I was just worried, what happened to Margot.
I know. But Sierra's had an easy pregnancy. She is strong and healthy. Barring any unforeseen problems, she should have a perfectly normal birth.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, the next time I hear from her, I expect she'll be going into labor. Now, will you excuse me?
Sure, and thank you.
You're welcome.
Craig, the pressure is incredible. I can never be a father. You believe this?
I give my right arm to be the father of that baby. Penny, you all right?
Yeah, really, I'm fine. I'm really sorry for making such a fuss.
What are you talking about, sorry to make a fuss? I mean, Dr. Samuel says that the baby's due any time now. I mean, you could have been home alone,
Well, I would have called someone, and Dusty was there.
Yeah, Dusty's not going to be there all the time.
The house is full of servants.
Great. I'm going to trust Rosa to get you to the emergency room on time. Well, come on. Now, listen, I want to come back. I'm going to sleep on the couch there tonight, okay? Listen, I would feel better.
No, that's fine. Sleep on the... I don't want to have to deal with it. It's fine.
Okay.
You two are acting like a bunch of nervous Nellies.
Fine, you call us names. Just don't give me any arguments in this, please. Please don't.
All right.
Oh, there you are. Are you okay?
What did you do, call all the troops?
I'm sorry if the fault's mine.
Oh, don't be sorry as long as we know you're all right.
Yeah, I'm just fine. I can't believe you called half of Oakdale. I had a few pressure pains. That's all. Hi, Rod.
Hello, glad you're okay.
Yeah, I got some early gray hair out of this, you guys.
Everything's under control now, Rod, so you don't have to stick around.
That's okay. I'm going to take Betsy home.
Hey, listen, you got me all excited. I thought this was the real thing.
I know, I promise next time it will be.
Oh.
And I hope you and Craig are there when I go for it for real. I don't think he's crazy around. Really nice.
You know, I'm not saying that James has actually contacted Paul. I mean, I'm not even saying that Paul is even aware that James is trying to contact him.
Don't ever play poker for high stakes, okay?
Rats. Really that transparent?
Look, Hal, I know you're just trying to say this to make things easier on me, but please, I just need your honesty. You think Paul's lying, don't you?
Well, I don't think that Paul thinks of it as lying. I mean, a kid that age is naturally going to want to protect his father from the bad guys. The bad guys being those of us who want to put Stenbeck behind bars.
How did he do it? James is only here for a few short months. How did he get such control of Paul?
He's his father, and Paul loves him.
Part of me hopes that James is put behind bars, where we never see him again. And part of me hopes that he just would vanish. Vanish, where he'll never bother us again.
As a cop, I'd really hate to see that happen. But I'll make you a promise. When we bring him in, and we will bring him in, he's going to have to get through me if he wants to get to you or Paul, and I'd like to see him try.
Why do I feel so protected?
Maybe it's the badge. I didn't want to do that ever since I walked into their room. Oh. You know, the strangest thing happened. I was dropping Margot off from dinner, and I was on my way straight home, and all of a sudden I had this uncontrollable impulse to make this sharp right turn, and there I was in front of your building.
Oh, I'm glad. How's Margot?
Oh, fine. Fine. She said that Bob and Kim are going back to London again tomorrow.
Yeah, they're going back to get Sabrina and bring her home for good. Here, I thought Sabrina would be in England forever.
Still bothers you, huh?
Every time I look at Sabrina, all I can think about is the affair that Kim and Bob had.
Well, you know, the human being is a very complicated creature. We can't always control our impulses, especially where love is concerned. Haven't you learned that yet?
I can't tell you how much this picture means to me.
You don't have to, I know.
How did we ever manage to produce an artist, you and I? I mean, you're practically colorblind. All I can draw are stick people.
The miracle of chromosomes and genes. You know, I'm glad we're going back to England. I really would like to get to know the country better with Sabrina, since it was her home. Meet some more of her friends. See the places that were special to her when she was growing up.
Well, we can't turn the clock back, but we can certainly get to know our daughter a little better, a step at a time. You know, I've had a couple of dreams lately that I imagined all of this, and that the reality was the moment when John told me my baby was stillborn.
Our daughter is real. As real as the love I feel for you this moment. And the love that conceived that child 21 years ago. Is there something wrong?
Oh, honey, no. You said something very right. I know the love I felt for you that night. But I needed to hear you say it.
You know, sometimes I believe that there's never been a moment in my life that I didn't love you.
Can't you guys keep your hands off each other?
Oh, wait till you and Seth are married.
Francis.
And the brats start showing up just in the moment. Passion between the mother and
I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, honey, we're only going to be gone a short time.
Oh, no. Actually, I was thinking about after I was married.
Oh.
Listen, you Even when you're an old married woman, you will still be Daddy's little girl. Don't you forget that.
One of Daddy's little girls, anyway.
Hello. How long have you been up?
Hours. Good morning, Mr. Executive. Juice. And pancakes. Lots of pancakes. I made lots of pancakes because I'm very hungry. I hope you are too. I have been up, and I was in the fields with Seth. I was in the barn with your mom.
Where are you getting all this energy from, huh?
I'm just happy, that's all.
Me too. Looks like we're all alone.
Yes, we're all alone.
Yeah. I was all alone last night, too. Waiting for a certain someone to tap on my wall.
I thought about it.
But I didn't hear any tapping.
I didn't want to disturb your dreams.
You know what I was dreaming about? You.
What, me?
Yeah. And there wasn't any wall between us.
Oh, I can smell that coffee all the way up here. Morning.
Morning. 1 cup of coffee coming up.
Great.
Your mom wants to talk to you before you leave, so she's in the barn. I'll get her. Don't move. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I heard Seth come home late last night.
Yeah, I waited up for him.
Did you tell him? Did you tell him Josh knows that you had his baby?
No, I didn't think the time was right, and maybe Josh will just go, and that'll be the end of it.
Don't count on it, Iva.
Lily said that he was talking about moving on.
Yeah? I really believe that.
Well, maybe Josh will need some encouragement. I was thinking about calling Aunt Elizabeth and asking her to tell Josh to come home.
After what he said about Uncle Henry, there's no way that Aunt Elizabeth is going to want him back at that house, Iva.
Worst comes to worst, I will fly out to Kansas and I will tell Aunt Elizabeth the truth, that Josh raped me. I have to think of Lily. I have to protect my child at all costs.
I just hope you're right about him going away on his own. I mean, why would somebody hang around someplace that they're not wanted?
Yeah, Grandma, I'm on my way out the door right now. Uh-huh. Well, listen, I will be home early. I just have to stop by Kim and Bob's before I get to work this morning, though. But please just tell Danny I love her, and I'll see her later. I'll pick her up when I'm done. Yeah. Oh, you're an angel. I really appreciate it. You know that. Okay. Yeah. Well, I love you, too. All right, bye-bye. Oh.
You in a hurry?
No, not really. Come on in. Very beautiful.
Yes. See the pink ones here? Those are ladies' smock. And, these are wild dog-tooth violets. I don't know. And the ones over here, the ones that are shaped like little four-leaf clovers, these are wood sorrel. Yeah, found those in the back, behind the stables.
So, how did you come to know all these names of all these wildflowers?
I like to know the names of things.
And you walked all the way out here to give me these?
It's a nice day for a walk. And, I wanted to make sure that you hadn't changed your mind about me.
Well, any guy who can fix a leaky roof and know the name of all the wildflowers in the country, can't be all that bad in my book.
Oh.
Let me get something to put these in. I'll be right back.
You know, yesterday I was about to pack up, head back home, because I couldn't get anybody around here to believe me. Then when you came by the stables, you said that you trusted me. And I just stopped by to tell you that you really put the fight back in me. So, I'm not going anywhere. At least until I get what I want.
Paul? Honey,
Yeah.
I just walked past your bedroom, and it's all picked up, and your bed is made, and you're dressed.
And it's not 8 o'clock. Tell me what's wrong.
Well, nothing's wrong. I got to meet Andy. He's got that big orthodontist appointment, and he's getting his braces on today.
Oh, right. Did he say when John and Lucinda are due back in town?
Yeah, well, he's going to move in with them today. Now that Kim and Bob are away. Won't be seeing very much of him for the rest of the vacation.
Why not?
Well, I'm not about to go anywhere near Dr. Dixon.
Don't judge people by your father's standards, okay?
Oh, come on, Mom. Give me a break. You don't like John Dixon either.
That is different. That is different. You make up your own mind, Paul.
I made up my own mind. He lied about my father, and he's a creep.
John didn't lie. He has every reason to hate your father. Come on, Paul.
Nothing you say or do can turn me against my father.
Then fine, don't talk to me. Go ask your friend Dusty, because your father tried to kill him when he was a little kid.
That.
No, you listen to me.
Why, you're lying and everybody's lying.
Why would everyone lie? Tell me why. Come on, Paul, grow up and face the facts. It's about time you start thinking about what people are saying about your father and believing those things, too.
Yeah. And what people are saying about my mother, too. You want me to believe that?
What things?
That you got it on with Tonio Reyes? Yeah, I remember all the messages that he left on the machine. You and him had an affair, and everybody in Oakdale knows it. So if you want me to believe what they've been saying about my father, I guess I gotta believe what they've been saying about you, too.
Well, I've got about an hour's work to do at the hospital, and I'll be back. What time is our plane?
11.
Not till 11.
Honey, come on. I'm always...
Isn't this where I left you last night?
Well, listen, it's not so bad. I like it here.
Hey, are you going to be around for a while, or should I say goodbye now?
Well, I'm taking you to the airport.
Oh, good.
I thought you were going out to the farm to be with Seth. Oh, well, he's going to be working all day long, so...
That's never stopped you before.
Yeah, but I think that maybe we're seeing too much of each other. Maybe what we need is a little perspective. You know?
Well, I'm going to miss you, kid. In fact, I miss you already.
Oh, Daddy.
You okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
See you later.
Okay.
See you later, too, kid.
All right, sweetheart. You know, sweetie, I have a feeling that I have been negligent about whatever you've been going through in reference to Sabrina.
Me?
Yeah, I think I've been so caught up in the excitement and problems of introducing Sabrina into the family and then stuff with John and Andy. I mean, I was aware of the adjustments that Sabrina had to make herself.
Oh, please, I'm fine. You have enough to worry about.
No. No, I mean, I noticed something last night, your reaction to something last night that... You know, there's no way in the world that Sabrina can ever take your place in your father's heart or in my heart. I love you so.
Hi, Betsy.
Hi. Hi, darling.
I just came over to say bon voyage.
Oh, aren't you
wonderful trip. I'll miss you.
Thank you. I wish we could take you with us and drop you off in Greece.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Somebody else wants to say goodbye.
Okay.
Is everything, okay with you two?
Do you have a feeling that maybe Sabrina is kind of overshadowing Franny these days? Do you think Franny feels that?
Well, it's only natural, isn't it? I mean, Sabrina's getting a lot of attention, but I think Franny's handling it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think she's okay.
Hi. Is Paul here by any chance? No. Well, he came by about a half an hour ago and picked Andy. Why? Is there a problem?
Yes,
Something
there's
wrong?
a problem. We had a terrible argument, and, well, I said some things about James I probably shouldn't have said, and he said some things about me that I'm sure he'll regret later, and I have to find him and talk to him.
Well, wait a minute. Now, let it cool down. I'm sure he regrets whatever happened as much as you do, and honest to gosh, he really seemed fine when he was
Oh,
here.
yeah. Paul always seems fine, but underneath he's confused and he's rebellious, and I have James to thank for that, Kim.
Well, honey, we all try to protect our children as best we can. Sometimes it's difficult. Which is why I'm kind of glad you stopped by. You know, Bob and I are going to London. We're bringing Sabrina back for good this time.
Oh, yes, so I hear.
Barbara, I think I've been very patient. I really don't want to hear any more of your resentment for Sabrina.
I am doing the best I can.
Well, maybe you are, but it's not good enough. I will not have my daughter being made to feel uncomfortable in her own home. And if you can't accept Sabrina, then you have to consider that you are not welcome here until you can.
You mean that?
I most certainly do.
Look, Kim, it's not my fault that you made a mistake with Bob while he was married to my mother.
Just a minute. Just a minute. I don't want to hear the word mistake again. Do you understand that? Not in reference to Sabrina or my feelings for Bob. Jennifer forgave us. Sabrina was conceived out of love, not guilt, love. So I don't want to hear any more about any mistakes. Is that perfectly clear?
You know, Bob, I don't blame you one bit for wanting to go back to full-time practice.
Well, I didn't go into medicine to push papers around on a desk.
Oh, look, you've done a lot more than that as chief of staff here. I only hope that Rex can come up with someone half as effective to replace you when the time comes.
Well, thank you, Audrey. Hey, we were just talking about you, Rex.
I'm glad I caught up with you before you took off on your trip. Morning, Audrey.
Hello, Rex. Well, I have twins on the way. I better be getting back to work. England in the spring is beautiful, Bob. Enjoy.
Thank you.
She's right. I envy you.
Was it much of a problem finding a temporary replacement for me?
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. When you get back from your trip, you'll be able to resume full-time practice.
Rex, that's terrific. Thank you. That's the best news I could get. Well, who's the new chief of staff? Somebody from Chicago General?
Actually, I didn't have to go that far afield. We have someone right here who's experienced and more than competent. John Dixon.
Oh.
You know, darling,
this is
the life.
Well, it's cool if you like this sort of thing, I guess.
Well, you better get used to it. Plan on sticking around.
I don't know if it's going to work out. John says he wants to have a big, happy family, but I don't think it can happen.
What? Hey!
I can't believe I slept so late.
You want some coffee?
No coffee, but I'd like a mug of more milk.
Milk.
Thanks.
Hi.
Hi. I can't believe you slept on that couch.
Oh, I didn't. With 25 guest rooms upstairs, what am I, nuts? No. Dusty set me up with John's PJs. A little short, but comfortable.
Oh, comfort. I can't honestly say I've been comfortable for some time now. I feel like a big, fat cow.
Oh, no,
contented cow, but...
No, you're not a cow.
Yes, I look like one.
You guys?
Yeah.
They're here right now. John and Lucinda just pulled up.
Oh, boy.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations.